Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, collectors of adult age, Dave here yet again with another McFarlane Toys unboxing video. Obviously, it is steel. Obviously, I'm gonna like it. Let's see how much I do or don't. What do you think? The Death of Superman, Funeral for a Friend, World Without Superman, Return of Superman. That whole comic book storyline is probably my very favorite of all time. So you know that I had to get steel to add to the diorama, which only exists in my head at this point because all these figures are going to go back into baggies when I'm done making these videos. But for now, DC Multiverse Steel. Window box. Pretty standard McFarlane thing. Steel. Reign of the Supermen. Steel. Got a little comic book DC Infinite thing there. Found this at Target. All the Lego junks. Barcode. There is a version of the artwork. John Henry Irons is a steel worker. Construction and whatnot. Let's get this guy out of here. Cut that. Cut this. And cut that. Slide that out. We're going to keep the artwork on the back of that. He comes with the standard disc base. So we're going to get that off of here. And the art card with description on the back. That didn't want to open right, so put that on the floor. I'm going to get this off of here. Fling that on the floor. These corners are slightly rounded, which I find a little strange. A lot of the other ones are not. I feel like the artwork is a bit muted as well. Like the printing printed it a little bit light. There's the bio, if you care to read that. I'm going to put that in front of Green Lantern there. Let's get his hammer out. And then, surprisingly enough, he doesn't look like he's strapped in there. Maybe they forgot. Or because of the cape, I think they thought they didn't need to. He's got one strap. One strap on his left wrist. Which is strange. One strap out of the whole figure. Okay, let's get his plastic cape out of here. Drop that on the floor. No alternate hands. Let's get a close-up look at the hammer. Molded in gray plastic with blue variation there. Kind of like odd steel. A lot of the same blue hits in the handle. which is very long, very rubbery. They got good grip down here, good solid, good grip there, but it's almost articulated. It's so thin in the middle. Don't know if I like that. Take a quick look at Steel himself. I like the sculpt on the head. It looks like a face while yet being made of metal. I like the shoulder pauldrons. I like the chest emblem. There's pretty good detail, I think, anyway. He's got pouches. He's got machine-looking gauntlet here. Chunky, beefy, almost mechanical legs. That should help him stand. He's got blaster peg holes. To make Steel fly, he uses rocket packs. That would have been a nice accessory to include, but they didn't, so you'd have to borrow them from another figure somewhere else. He doesn't want to stand just yet. Let's go over articulation. How about that? Hear the dog snoring in the background. Look down. He can look up somewhat. Plenty of movement in the head. The shoulder pieces are attached to the torso. So you can get good range of motion, but they are hindered a little bit because of the cape pushing it down. So if you get all the way up, it will slowly push it down. But for a chunky figure, it's not a bad way to start. Butterfly loose. Good range of motion in the shoulder. Real good range of motion in the shoulder, I think. Bicep cut. Double jointed elbows. You get about there. You get a little bit more if you hit that other one. But because of the sculpt, you're not going to get both fully used at the same time. Let's see. The joints so far are pretty fluid. Get better range of elbow on this side because of the smaller bracer. Just a regular bracer. There's no extra hands with him. Got a ball joint up there. You can get forward bend. Get a lot of back. Get the arms out of the way a little bit here. They're almost loose. Steel split. Got a boot. Rocker in the hip a little bit. Double jointed knees. You get about that out of it. Whoa. I don't know if that's supposed to go that far forward, but that's one hell of a knee joint. I think it's a little stressed in there. I wonder if they'll do it on the other side. Yeah, it's a little overworked. No boot cut, a little bit of rocker, forward, chunky ankle joint. Ugh. Let's see if I can work with this articulation to get him to stand, because I really would like him to. Let's see, his feet are there, so we need the ankles to come forward. Flattening out the toes on this side pushes the foot around a little bit. It's a little bit strange, but if you work with it, you can get them to stand. Let's get the hammer in his hand. Let's see if we can do it easier than with Wonder Woman. Damn, that dog snores. Can you hear that? Of course you didn't do it again as soon as I mentioned it. Let's see. Stiff. Let me just pop his hand off, make it easier on myself. Oh shit. The whole hand doesn't want to come off. So we're going to have to do this to thread it down hard way. I think this is a ridiculously stiff hand. It's a terrible way to... It's a terrible hammer. Disappointed by the hammer. Okay, let's see if we can get his thumb to open up here. Okay, be smarter than your action figures. Shit. Okay. He did not break, so that's good. Give me a second while I pick him up. Enjoy the odd camera angle. He is picked up. I am apparently retarded. This hand is really stiff. I should be using water or something to get that in there. But I shouldn't freaking have to. A figure should be able to hold his accessory without a crap ton of effort. Now we're back to the weird chunky feet. Well, I mean, that's what it is, folks. He looks good in general. I like the figure quite a bit. I needed him for the collection. Let me take a sip of the soda real quick. I don't think I would change much. I would make the hand slightly more flexible. Make the hammer slightly more rigid. Other than that, he's going to stand on the shelf looking badass, so I don't know. He could have come with alternate hands. He could have Come with blast effects for the feet. That would have been pretty wicked, Todd. Like Todd's ever going to see my video. Alright, we're going to adjust the camera like this. We're going to put him in place with these other figures. What do you think? I'm going to move my custom out of the way. We're going to move this guy forward. The gray of steel will... Yeah. The gray of steel will sit back here behind Green Arrow pretty nicely. Let's move him too, why not? The Superboy forward. Let's put Eradicator back there. Their capes can merge. We're going to put Superboy back there. We're going to put this regeneration suit custom back there. And we're going to play with the camera. Why not? What do you think, folks? Do you think steel fits into my display nicely? I think he does. You want to take him completely off the stand. What do you think, folks? Does steel look good? Right there. Does he fit into my collection? Does he fit into yours? Do you have them? Do you have the platinum one, which is all gray? Tell me all the things in the description. Deuces.